Working on these squares of parachute cloth in this project, it's like quilt making, where you bring all these people together, people whose paths never would have crossed, to work towards a common goal of making the world better. See, that's what we're doing in mural arts. All the stuff we're doing, working with kids, working in communities, working with artists. We employ, I think, 150 artists a year, working in prisons, working everywhere. It's more than about providing citizens with art. It's much more than that. It's about, the bottom line is, it's about making this world better, healing this world. Our challenge is, how do we make a more just and a more humane world? That is what we deal with every day in the Mural Arts Program, and it's those questions that push us on. Yes, we've done a lot of work in Philadelphia, but there is a lot more work to do. There's a waiting list of people who want murals. What does that say? It's a powerful testament to what mural art can do.
At the same time, we were working with the construction crews to build these sort of very elaborate carved concrete form, or cast-in-place concrete forms with insets, which you see, which were then filled with mosaic pattern and ceramic elements that were created in a variety of both community studios and in-shop studios. We used it on one hand as a way of training a whole lot of people on how to use glass tile, because there was only 3 or 4 people who knew how to use it. We trained about 17 artists in this process.
This piece of paper represents a plot of land that you just purchased. You have 1 minute, 60 seconds to do anything that you feel is necessary to go into your community. But after that time is up, someone new will move into your community and will add something that will affect the field.
Really affect the world outside of immediate reality, so that all of us are actually.
And if you'll notice, the thing about the murals is that they look like collages, right? That they're a symbol. And that's because that we use the idea of assemblage to create this communication for everyone. So every student, and there are 15 per class in all of these 14 sites, every student has a say, and they're encouraged to say something. And they're encouraged to express their ideas. And through those ideas, we come up with a visual element that goes into the mural. So everyone's voice is heard. Then they learn how to actually create that voice through drawing, painting, and other art exercises. And they learn composition, but they also learn the history of murals. But they also learn how to work together, since all of the murals have a strong collaborative element. And so the mural that you see on the wall is really incidental to this vast experience of coming together and negotiating and listening and speaking and learning.
The work is, the 2 millimeters of paint is only one part of the process and of the artwork. It is what is visible today, but I contend that that is not the artwork. The artwork is the 400 young people who stood on that site, the hundreds of community people who produced the work with us. The moment that we stepped into that site, that's when the artwork began. And what we need to preserve is that entire process, and we have to rethink entirely our way of doing conservation. It's not about the reattachment or the consolidation of surfaces, or the friability of the walls, or retaining walls, or all the chemical and very deeply complicated chemical issues that are public walls. It is about also, not only about that, but it's about the complications of how you get a work preserved in a physical environment with all the people back. And so one of the things that we approached was rededications and re-educations, because the next generation of young people coming back to that site will preserve that work more importantly